Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel and my art studio. I am Mrs. B, your Catholic art teacher. Boys and girls, today we're going to create out of pipe cleaners one of our animals that we find in Dominica, and they're very similar to a chameleon in the sense that they change color according to their environment. So boys and girls, we're going to create an iguana. So let's get started. So first of all, you need 3 pipe cleaners and the closest color card or paper that you have to the pipe cleaner. So, and I was saying that, you know, yes, we know that this is like an impossible color really for an iguana to change into the color blue, but we're surrounded by the sea, and we have how many 365 rivers, one for every day in the year. So why don't I do one in blue? So yeah, I said I'm going to do a blue iguana, and I'm going to do green, which is the color that we are more familiar with our iguanas to be. So let's get started, boys and girls. So you got your pipe cleaners. I'm going to do the green first. And what I'm going to do, boys and girls, I'm going to trace the shape of a leaf. So I've got a shape of a leaf, and I'm just going to conserve my paper the best I can and just cut around my leaf so that I will have sorry. So I'm just cutting around the leaf. As you can see, I'm making it a little bit bigger than what it is right there. And there we have our leaf. So I take this and put that away, and then I'll do the blue one when I'm doing the blue iguana. So we have our leaf ready, and now we're going to take one of our pipe cleaners, and we're going to wrap the pipe cleaner around. First of all, we're going to fold it in half. That's the first thing we're going to do. We do the wrapping after, like that. And then we're going to just twist it like that. So that's going to be the iguana's head, right? And so with this pipe cleaner, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap it around the head of our iguana. So I'm just going to go wrap it like that. Wait a minute, I didn't do it. Wait a minute, you have to do it a little bit tighter than that. So I'm just going to go around, just going to wrap it around like that. Okay, so we get the head. That's going to be the head of the iguana, like that. So I've got to tuck that in somehow so that it doesn't poke out and prick anybody who wants to have to touch the iguana or the model of an iguana. So what I will get, I'll get the end of a paintbrush just to help me to curve it. Oops, oops, oops. Just make it go back around like that. And I'm just going to go and wrap it around so that the head looks covered and yeah, it doesn't have any flaws or anything like that. So I think that's good enough head. If we want it any bigger, we can just maybe add I'm going to stick my paintbrush to help it to make it a nice rounded shape somehow, like that. Good. I think I'm good with that. Right? So that's our iguana's head. And with the other, so you put it aside, and with the other pipe cleaner, I'm going to do the body of the iguana. So I'm going to wrap it around like this. We're going to go wrap, 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 wrap. So we're going to wrap it around. See, yeah, this is a good enough body shape for the iguana. Because our iguana is not so fat. It's not a fat iguana, though if I want it to be a little fatter, I can maybe do this, take this and just try to make it go through by pushing it through like that, and it may just make it a little bit bigger for us. That one can stay, the tail can stay, but just making this just a little bit bigger right here. So let's just try to wrap it around the pen to make it so it will be it'll start like that, and then it'll get fatter as it's going towards the middle of the pen like that. So I think this will make it better. So I think this is a better body. It's small at the end, and then it gets bigger. Oopsie, don't want it to get too small though. Try that again. Boys and girls, you know, sometimes you won't get it right the first time, so you have to try and try until you get it right, okay? So I'm going to do it again. Wrap it around closely and really squeeze. As I'm wrapping it, I'm squeezing it, boys and girls. Okay, so that's better, like that, okay? I think that's good, yeah? So what we're going to do, this is the tail, and this is the head part. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, can you see what I'm doing? I've taken the head part, or the top part of the body. I'm going to push the head part so that the head will meet the body like that. All right? And yeah, I think it's pretty good. And what we're going to do, we're going to have the tail coming around, maybe curling up, because it's got a very long tail, the iguanas, got a very long tail, and it's like actually the tail can be very dangerous. You can be injured with the tail when, you know, especially if the iguana feels that it's in danger, it may lash out with its tail. So that's it. So you know what, boys and girls, before I do that, I think the tail is a little long, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bit more to the head so that it will be a bit bigger. So I'm going to just add a little bit more to the head like that. And I'm happy with it now. I think that will do for the head. I think that's absolutely perfect. And then I'm going to push this in. For the tail, because though it has a long tail, though the iguana has a long tail, yeah, it's so okay. It's not that long, so I'll just keep it like that. Yeah, quite satisfied with that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to curve him a little bit like that and have the tail going up. Do you know when you have the tail up, you know, a certain position, it shows that it feels like it's in threat, so it has its tail, you know, very similar to a dog, you know, and how it has its tail. So yeah, that's something to notice. I'm going to go ahead now, boys and girls, and I'm going to give it some feet or legs. So for, I'm going to measure it so I get it right. So I'm just going to have that like that. So that's going to be the front leg. So I can cut that there. Measure it up so that you have a reasonable length. That's going to be the front leg. So we have the front leg of the iguana. I'm going to use a toothpick, and I'm going to wrap it around so that it doesn't prick anybody who touches the iguana. So I'm going to just wrap it around like that, just a little bit, so that you can see it has a foot, and do the same thing with the other one, like that. Perfect. And that's our iguana front leg, like that. And we're going to do the back leg. And so I'm going to get this. I'm going to try to, because that forms part of the tail. And I'm going to just go like this, and we're going to sort of like bend it forward like that, and have the leg a bit like that. So that's going to be the hind leg like that. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other legs. I'm going to bend it like that, then bend it back again. Oopsie, too much. Bend it back again, bend it forward like that, and then I'm going to cut it right there. Now, boys and girls, if you find that your tail is not long enough, you can go ahead and just add an extension to it right there by sticking this in, and yeah, just wrapping this around. You can wrap it around this like that, and then add your extension to your tail if you want to have your iguana to have a long swishy tail like this. And yeah, I'm just gonna bend it back like that so that it meets up with the other tail like that. So it's entirely up to you, okay, what you choose to do. But I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to create this tail, this leg like that, so that it's like, it's almost walking, like that. So there we have our iguana. Oops. So I'm going to put it there. That's the head of our iguana. Try to make it stand now, but let me just give it more feet. Just bend the feet, and this one the same thing. I don't know what happened here, but I'm just trying to make it work. Right, I'm going to do the same thing with that one. you're just adjusting the length to make it look okay. Then you're going to turn, wrap the pipe cleaner around so that it doesn't prick you. So that's what I'm trying to do. Right? So there it is. That's the iguana, and it's ready to stand. Just gonna try to get it to stand. There we go, standing up there nicely, you know, and you just adjust it until it stands up the way you want it to. And then I'm just going to curl the tail to show that it's friendly. This is a friendly iguana. It's not a vicious iguana, but it's friendly. All right. And we're going to add some more things to this. So I'm going to add, we have a, let me just move this to the side so that I can focus on the leaf. It's on this leaf. So I'm going to put, give it a long tongue. So what I will do, I will cut, it has a very long tongue. So I'm going to cut this in half. And that's for the other one. And I'm going to push it in the mouth. And there it is. You're going to have the long tongue like that. Alright, and I'm going to give it some eyes. Yeah, and then we're going to be nearly done. So I'll add glue here on one side and glue on the other side. Sorry if I went off camera. Okay, and then I'm going to take my googly eye and I'm going to put it right here where it, right here too, like that. And there we have our cute little iguana. Oops, stand up and show all the children of grade 5 your face. There it is. And so, boys and girls, let me just zoom the camera. So there it is, boys and girls, your iguana. I show it to you on the side, and then I'm going to show you from above. And yeah, we're going to be doing, I'll be doing a blue one as well. And yeah, we can even make a story for composition about the iguana that changed colour. That kept changing colour. It really didn't want to change colour. So yeah, we can make a story about our iguana, or who didn't change colour when it went in the sea. Alright, so I'm going to do the blue one and I'll see you in a minute. There it is, boys and girls, your blue iguana. Remember, I did tell you that you don't get blue iguanas. But yeah, you could maybe make a story, you know, composition and narrative that talks about this iguana who went in the sea and turned blue. So here it is, boys and girls. I can't wait to see your iguana. Please share with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!